I love doing hauls for you guys because I test everything before I actually talk about it, so that way you actually know whether it's worth the money or not. So this is the Playa Ritual hair oil. I got this because it has great reviews. I love the Playa brand, but also it's an oil that is just oils. There's no silicone, there's no fillers, which for me personally with my hair, I find that stuff like this is what really gives it legitimate hydration, but also doesn't make it look greasy. It's really lightweight. It absorbs beautifully into the hair. A lot of hair oils have silicones to give you that really sleek look and feel, but it doesn't actually add hydration. It just coats the hair, where this really does. And it's lightweight enough. I mean, you can see it literally looks kind of like water. You can apply most of it at the ends, but even if you get a little at the roots, it doesn't look greasy. Like I have it in my hair today and I have applied it near the roots as well to just kind of tame away some flyaways up here. Plus, it smells so delicious. Sweet, yummy, light scent. It kind of smells like the MAC lipsticks. I highly recommend, both on damp and dry hair. It's awesome. The Necessaire body wash, specifically in the Eucalyptus scent, that's my favorite. This is something that I just stock up on whenever I can find it on sale, and it's pretty much marketed as a multivitamin for your body, which I really think it is. It's jam-packed with so many different vitamins. It helps to balance out the skin's pH levels, and overall, it's just a great body wash. My skin always feels so good whenever I use this. It feels nourished and hydrated without leaving a film or feeling gross and greasy. It's really gentle on the skin. It doesn't agitate any of my skin issues. And the eucalyptus smell really makes your entire shower and like your bathroom smell like a spa, which is why I love the eucalyptus scent. And it is expensive. I think it's like $25, but you need a tiny amount. One bottle will last you a pretty good amount of time. And the same way you invest in the skin on your face, make sure you're investing in your body too. So I picked up a pack from Mizani. This was really the main thing I wanted to get, which is the 25 Miracle Milk leave-in. And it came in a pack for like $3 or $4 more with the 25 Miracle Nourishing Oil. I love this leave-in conditioner. It is so lightweight, but so nourishing. My hair is pretty fine and it naturally is fairly wavy / curly. And this is the one leave-in conditioner that I have found that really gives it softness and hydration, but doesn't make my hair look weighed down, look stringy, look oily. And I wash my hair maybe once a week. And then I figured since I love this so much, I would just get the pack with the oil, even though I got the Playa oil, and check this out. So far, I like it. I don't know that I like it more than the Playa oil, but it is a good oil. It's a little bit heavier slightly than the Playa oil, but it's great for the ends or for nourishing. And the star of the show really is the Miracle Milk. Farmacy Honey Halo Ultra Hydrating Ceramide Moisturizer. I love Farmacy as a brand. Such amazing skincare, great ingredients. And this is one of their newer moisturizers. It is so delicious for the skin. It's really thick and buttery. Like it is thick. Like thick with 2 C's thick. I personally love that. You just need a tiny bit. Don't go overboard with it, but it's so hydrating and plush. I love using this at night on top of chemical exfoliators or just by itself underneath oil. And I feel like my face just looks so plump and fresh and glowy the next morning. But if you have really dry skin and if you live somewhere that it's colder and it's getting drier, definitely you can use this during the day too. It's so good. I picked up the Nars Soft Matte Complete Foundation in Stromboli and Moria, and I mixed the two to get my shade. This got rave reviews when it first launched, and I'm here to tell you that they were all correct. This foundation is so stunning. Like Sheer Glow will forever be one of my absolute holy grail foundation formulas. This one though is really beautiful. It is lightweight. It's great coverage, like medium to buildable full coverage for sure. And it gives you this velvet matte finish where your skin looks just airbrushed, but it doesn't cling onto texture. It still lets your skin look like skin. It doesn't look cakey at all. And I have said it with powder today too. So while it is a matte foundation, it gives the skin a soft glow and it allows your natural oils to kind of work with it without breaking up the foundation. It is very long wearing. I have it on now today and I've had it on for about 5 or 6 hours already, but I think it looks so good and I'm a huge fan. This is the Too Faced Peach Perfect Setting Powder in Translucent Peach Whisper. I got this totally on a whim because I watched Casey Holmes' video and she said that no matter what she was trying out, what her foundation looked like, if she used this powder, she knew it was always going to be an amazing makeup day. And I was like, I am sold. So I tried it out and honestly, it is such a beautiful, beautiful powder. It really is so smoothing and airbrushing and really lightweight. My biggest issue with this though is the shade. There's one other shade. It is deeper, but it's too deep for my skin tone, and this one is too light and it's got that peachy pink undertone to it where I have a lot of like yellow and more golden undertones. So this alone makes me look a little bit ghostly or ashy, which sucks because it's such a pretty finish. So I did have to go over and kind of buff in another face powder with it. I'm gonna have to just keep mixing this in with other stuff, but it is a really nice powder. I did it. Gucci bronzing powder. I wasn't going to, and then I caved and I got two. I got two because I got shade 4, and shade 4 is just way too warm for me on its own. It's got a really intense like red orange undertone, and then shade 3 was kind of my perfect undertone, but if I go a little bit deeper with my skin tone, it's going to be too light. So I ended up getting both. I actually am glad I did because I love mixing both of these shades together. When Gucci first came out with makeup, I bought the original Gucci bronzer and I loved it. Like I went through the entire bronzer. It was so good. And so I had to try this one now, it felt like, and it is a beautiful formula. It's so smooth. There is a little bit of a glow, like a slight shimmer that you can see in the pan, but on the skin, it just looks like you have glowy, healthy skin. The packaging is stunning. Are you kidding me? Like attention to detail, like even the bottom has this beautiful pattern. Do I think it's worth the price tag? I don't think it really is. If you wanted to splurge and try out a bronzer, it is stunning. It is beautiful formula, beautiful colors, but the Fenty bronzer is a favorite and it's significantly less expensive. And there's also like NYC bronzers and ones from the drugstore, like Revlon bronzers that are awesome. And so you don't really need these, but if you're gonna indulge, you're gonna enjoy them. You just don't need them. But like, do you really need most things you purchase in life? Probably not. But if you enjoy it, whether it's a Gucci bronzer or something else, you deserve to treat yourself. I picked up the Dior Backstage Face Glow palette in 001 Universal. This is one of my favorite face palettes ever as far as highlights go or illuminators because it's so diverse. I've been through one palette already where the only shade I have left, I believe, is the pink one. The formula is so stunning. It sits on the skin like a liquid illuminator almost. They're all great for highlighting so many different skin tones, and you can mix and match them according to the depth or fairness of the skin. And these are so beautiful as eyeshadows. This bronze shade is a go-to of mine when I'm trying to do a super quick and easy but stunning like bronzy smoky eye. I have this in my professional kit, and this bronze shade on brides, bridesmaids, for an evening event, it's just a go-to shade of mine. I did a thing and Dior launched 3 new shades in this palette besides the 002, which was already out, and I got 2 of them. I got 003 Pure Gold and I got 005 Copper Gold. I did not get the Rose Gold one. I think the 001 is definitely my favorite. 003 Pure Gold is beautiful, especially if you have a medium to deeper skin tone. If you're really fair, I don't think you're gonna get the full effect of this because it is pretty pigmented, and the golds are definitely like yellow golds. Like if you really blend it into the skin and then spray it down, it just looks like you have wet gold on your face. It's beautiful. The copper palette I actually got more as an eyeshadow palette, again, because I love that bronzy shade in 001. This one does have glitter in it, which I'm not opposed to as an eyeshadow palette. If you want this on your face, you have to know that you enjoy glitter. It's just the perfect combo of all kinds of these bronzy, sunsetty, just yummy, warm shades. But I would still go with 001 because I think it's the most versatile and most flattering formula. Clinique came out with a new concealer. It is the Even Better All Over Concealer Plus Eraser. I'm really impressed. It is a medium coverage concealer to maybe buildable full, but you can also sheer it down and wear it as a light coverage. It has a velvety matte finish, in my opinion, where skin still looks like skin. It doesn't look thick or cakey, but if you are wearing it without setting it, you can get away with it. It's not going to be like slip sliding everywhere through the day. I have mine in the shade WN38 Stone. I do always leave my concealer under my eyes before I blend it out for like a minute. I learned that from Jackie Aina, and she's right about almost everything. So she wasn't wrong about this either. And I feel like it just gives me the most coverage. I'm wearing it today. And what's cool about it is it comes with a doe foot applicator, but it also has a sponge tip top that you can twist the product through and use it like this. Will I ever use that? I don't think so, because those applicators, for however cool and effective they are, and I've heard this one actually does a great job of blending out, but they freak me out. Because all I can think of is like a cesspool of bacteria sitting on that thing. If you guys have seen the Mucinex commercials, I'm literally imagining those little green blobby viruses laughing at me from the top of this, and I don't want to do it. Makeup by Mario came out with new quads. I love Makeup by Mario. I did an entire video on his entire line that he first launched with, and I'll leave it up above and down in the info box. He came out with quads. There are 3 different shades, and the only one I got was Bronzy Glam because I had to simmer all the way down. Okay, I went wild during this sale, wilder than I was expecting, but didn't need to go overboard. I say as I completely went overboard. Bronzy Glam is exactly what it sounds like. It's warm, bronzy shades. So it's actually cool because you kind of are getting 4 different formulas in one place. I think that the quality of these are nice. Do I think that you are better off just getting the all mattes palette because that's my favorite item? Absolutely. If you want to not spend that much, or you just want one palette that's going to give you shimmers and mattes, this is a great one. I mean, look at that metallic shade. That's so beautiful. I don't think it's like, oh my God, blow my socks off. That one shade kind of low key is, but the rest of them are just really beautiful shadows. Makeup by Mario also launched 3 new eyeliners, which thank you, Makeup by Mario, because his eyeliners are literally one of my top 2 favorite formulas ever. It's the Marc Jacobs Highliner Gel Eye Crayon / fine liners, because it's like the same formula, and the Makeup by Mario eyeliners. But he came out with 3 new shades. This is the Deep Plum shade, which honestly, I think it's a highly underrated eyeliner color on like medium skin tones or brown eyes. This is the Rich Blue, which is so stunning. The soft brown is really nice too if you are looking for exactly that, a perfect soft brown that's going to give you a little bit of definition but is significantly softer than the perfect brown shade he has. All 3 of these are amazing. I highly recommend. The last Makeup by Mario item I picked up are the new Pro Volume lip glosses. I got the shade Golden Nude. There's again 3 shades. This one was just the one that stood out to me. It is a really beautiful lip gloss. It has a faint smell, almost fruity smell, but the gloss is really pretty. It's nothing that I can complain about. It's super glossy. There's tons of micro gold flecks in here, which make it even more reflective. And it just is a really pretty gloss. Do I think you absolutely need it? No. Do I think it's a beautiful lip gloss? Yes. And I do really like that it's more of a tint of color than a full coverage lip gloss, because you can wear it alone or you can top other products with it and you're still not going to lose what you put underneath it. So I have a couple eyeshadow palettes. One of them is the Rose Decadence palette from Pat McGrath. I love everything that woman touches. The depth of color, the range of color, the fact that she caters to literally every skin tone under the sun is phenomenal. So pigmented, so easy to use. The Rose Decadence palette is just kind of something that I felt comfortable with, which is why I bought it, which sounds dumb, but like these rosy, purpley, pinky, mauvey shades are some of my absolute favorites, especially on medium to deeper skin tones. They add definition, they add a little bit of color. It's still neutral, but I feel like they really brighten up and complement the skin and brown eyes so well. Like, are you kidding me? I barely touched that eyeshadow. They are so pigmented. The mattes are so beautiful and like easy to blend out. You get 2 mattes, 2 metallics, and then like 2 more shimmery shades. So you can get a lot of different looks with this one palette because there are so many different undertones in here. And I don't think you'll ever truly regret buying eyeshadows or anything from Pat McGrath, truth be told. Another palette or brand who comes out with such beautiful products, especially eyeshadows, Natasha Denona. This is the Glam palette. I ended up getting it because I am a warm neutrals girl and I don't actually own a lot of these shades. It's great that everything is just in one place. You have some warmer shades, you have a lot of like neutral, cooler shades. The quality is amazing, and I figured this is probably a great way to start playing around with more gray tones and shimmery silvers and pewters. Of course, I only swatch shimmer shades. Let me get some of the matte ones because they feel like butter and they blend like butter and they look like butter on the skin. I would highly recommend any Natasha Denona palette. This Glam palette, if you are looking for a more neutral palette, which I think is actually a little bit harder to find these days unless you go to like a Viseart palette because everything is so warm, it's a great do-it-all palette. The last palette I have for today's video is brand new from Huda Beauty. It is the Naughty Nude palette. Huda Beauty is another brand where her eyeshadow palettes, I have yet to meet one that I didn't love. And this is no exception. Look at these shades. They're just like chocolatey, warm, maroon goodness. I love that there is still such a variety. The only one, and I know that it's gotten a lot of flack, is this one because it's like a clear gel, but it's neither here nor there. It's not really like glossy enough where it gives me like a legitimate wet look to the eyes, and it's not pigmented enough that it adds color. I think it is a pretty like light top coat, or if you wanted to, like even on bare skin, like on your cheeks, this would look great. It's the only shade that I don't quite understand. All the other shades are phenomenal. The variety of shades too is just so stunning. Like look at this shade. Look at that. Get out of here. That's stunning. Okay, matte shades are beautiful. She has these beautiful like foiled glitter top coat type of shades too, like that pink one. This palette, along with most of her other eyeshadow palettes, is going to be so flattering on literally any skin tone. If you're someone that likes really simple makeup, you can play around with this. If you are somebody that likes more dramatic makeup, you can get that from this. Even though some of them are more intense and bold, it's the colors that she used that make them very wearable. Another eye product I picked up is from Ilia, and it's the liquid powder chromatic eye tint. I got mine in the shade Sheen. I think this comes in like 5 or 6 shades. Sheen really spoke to me. It's this beautiful bronzy shade, but it's not super metallic or glittery. It's like the perfect all over lid color to make you look really put together and a little sultry because it is that brown bronzy shade, but with minimal effort. You can wear it super opaque like this and it does dry down and becomes pretty much waterproof, or you can really blend it and sheer it out and it becomes just a really nice wash of color. And again, it has some micro shimmers, like I see like silver and maybe pink and gold a little bit, but it comes across just as this beautiful wet looking lid, and it looks great on its own, but it also looks so beautiful as a base to other eyeshadows. Plus Ilia ingredients list is really good. It's a cleaner brand. This to me is something you can wear every day for an event, anytime you want to, and it's so long wearing. Like now that this has dried down, Literally nothing. I think it's a great product, especially if you are somebody who is busy, somebody who doesn't really want to fuss with eyeshadow, doesn't know how to use eyeshadow really, but wants to get into it. Or if you love crazy looks in eyeshadow, but literally for anybody of any skill level, that is going to be amazing. I have a couple lip products. The first one was an unnecessary purchase from Pat McGrath, but because Pat McGrath made it, I bought it. It is the Pat McGrath Rose Fantasy Luxe Lip Balm. The packaging is likely the only reason I spent this much money on a lip balm because it is so beautiful. The clear one is white with gold lips. I got this because I like the idea of having a slight pinky tint to my lips. It's not really heavily pigmented, but it's just like a wash, which I think is pretty. And I can tell when it's on my lips that I have something slightly pink, and it just makes me feel and look a little more awake. Do I think you need this? Absolutely not. Okay, straight up. It's not like a sleeping mask. It's more like one you can wear throughout the day and keep applying. I think it's pretty. I don't think you need it. I think it is definitely a splurge. Let me make that clear again. But come on, are you kidding me? That's so pretty. Like even just like sitting there, it's so pretty. My hand is shaking because I'm like, Anisha, you idiot. You have spent money on things you didn't need to spend money on. But here we are. We're embracing it and we love it. Treat yourself. You deserve it. Nars Audacious Lipsticks, honestly, some of the best lipstick formulas. I still stand by that. So creamy, so hydrating. This is in the shade Anita, which is like a go-to, or was a go-to nude pink shade for me. I got this because I'm done with Anita and I never repurchased her, but this packaging is stunning. Are you kidding me? A gold chrome lipstick. The usual packaging is black, and I'm a crazy person and packaging will sucker me in 9 times out of 10. But Anita is just a really pretty pink. Honestly, Anita is great in like the spring or summertime, but even during the holiday time, if you want something that's brighter than a nude just to brighten your face up, it's great. I am wearing Anita today layered in with literally everything else I'm about to talk about. I think it looks great with like brown lip liners or Pillow Talk Medium 2 lip liner, for example. It looks awesome. My next one is from Natasha Denona, and it's 11NB Natasha in the I Need a Nude lipstick range. 12NB Michelle is standard favorite go-to lip of mine. 11NB, it's a neutral brown. It's a little bit lighter than 12NB, which is Michelle, but it's a great nude lipstick. I love colors like this to mix in with deeper brown shades and to layer into the center of pretty much any lip color because it is a true neutral brown. So on the lips, it can go warmer, it can go cooler. You can mix it in with a pinkier shade and it still works. And it's just a really versatile color, but this shade for my skin tone and deeper is great because it's not going to make you look like you're lacking blood circulation. It's going to still look like a lighter nude shade. This is from Gucci, and first let's get into this packaging though. Are you kidding me? It literally looks like jewelry or like an accessory. This is the shade Penny Beige, and it is a matte lipstick, but what's great about the matte lipsticks from Gucci is they're really, really super creamy. This is what it looks like in the bullet, but on my skin, this right here is Penny Beige. It's pretty neutral, like it can lean cooler, but it can also be made to look a little bit warmer depending on what I pair it with. It's a really pretty nude though. It is deeper than the Natasha Denona one. It's a go-to nude, especially if you have medium to deeper skin tones, and it's really versatile, very wearable, very comfortable on the lips. The last product of the video is from Charlotte Tilbury, and it is the lipstick in Penelope Pink. So this right here is Penelope Pink on me, and it definitely on me is a peachier nude. I like to use this as a topper or like a center lip color to a nude lip, especially when my makeup is leaning a little warmer. I do have this on my lips right now as well. It's just a great nude that's a little bit warmer and very wearable, very versatile. Leave a comment down below for me and let me know if you picked up anything from the sale, or if there's any products you are loving that you think I should try. Leave that in the comments down below as well. But until my next video, thank you guys as always so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you soon. Bye.